What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Taste Like Music. Jason and Joe here. It's another tier list Tuesday. Grammys were last week, so maybe we're a little late on getting the good search results, but we're talking about the Grammy Album of the Year winners this week. Somewhat topical. Taylor Swift just won for Midnights. It's her fourth win, I believe, so we'll be talking about her a good bit today. We're going all the way back. We're doing all of them. So back to 1959 for the first one.
I have no idea what's on this list. I'm trying to think of like album of the year winners that I know. Not a lot.
All right. Now there are some of these I am not super familiar with. We'll decide if we have to put them in the haven't heard if neither of us know the records well enough. So there's a couple things to consider here. I think just overall the quality of the record. Is it good? Do we like it? But also I think, what else came out that year? And especially what did it beat? Like what were the other nominees? These are roughly in order. There are some out of place. Okay, so 1959 we got Henry Mancini, Peter Gunn. This is kind of like pre-LP boom, so I don't know how stiff the competition was here in 59. What's Peter Gunn up against?
Two Frank Sinatras, Come Fly With Me, and Frank Sinatra sings For Only the Lonely, that's the winner. Should have been. A Ella Fitzgerald and a Van Cliburn, Tchaikovsky Concerto number 1 in B flat minor. So not a lot of competition, but
I mean,
those Frank Sinatra albums are way better,
I would imagine the
right?
Franks are better. I don't know the entire Henry Mancini record, but I know Peter Gunn theme, and if that's the peak of the record, then yeah, I can't really say that should
Let's,
be.
let's throw it an F.
We're gonna put it in F. All right.
Put it an F. Screw Peter Dunn and Henry Mancini.
All right, Frank Sinatra, Come Dance With Me.
Up against Belafonte at Carnegie Hall. More music from Peter Gunn, Rachmaninoff, Piano Concerto number 3, and Victory at Sea Volume 1. So even worse crop there,
Probably the right winner, maybe out of those.
but a record that's clearly inferior to the two that were nominated the year before.
Also, this is the 1960 winner, so we are talking about records that came out in 59. So this is still the 50s, essentially. Um, so yeah, I don't know. This is probably
Probably D.
D. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then we got an interesting one. This is, I think, the only comedy record winner. We got Bob Newhart, The Button Down Mind of Bob Newhart. Um, I don't know this record, but generally, I do love Bob Newhart. I think he's hilarious. Um, what was he up against?
Another Harry Belafonte. Belafonte returns to Carnegie Hall. Brahms Concerto, Nice and Easy from Frank Sinatra. Puccini, Turandot from Erich Leinsdorf. And Wild as Love from Nat King Cole.
Oh, Nat. Yeah, I don't know how I feel generally about a comedy record winning. I don't know if it really should.
I haven't heard it, so it's all in your court here.
I mean, I haven't, I'm not that familiar with it either. We could put it in haven't heard, or we could put it in F.
Whatever.
It's haven't heard. All right. Barbra Streisand album. I think this is a little out of order. This one's 64, I think.
You're going up against Bach's Greatest Hits, Days of Wine and Roses, another TV request from Andy Williams, Honey in the Horn from Al Hurt, and The Singing Nun. That's a rough year.
That's not a great crop. We just did 63 though. I mean, maybe the
I think I
beat.
looked at this one from that. It wasn't great. I'd probably put an F.
Yeah, I'm not a big Barbara fan. I mean, I think maybe the Beatles should be here possibly.
Or Bob Dylan, perhaps even.
Yeah.
Sam Cooke. I mean, come on.
Grammy's not with the rock and roll yet in 1964.
No, no, no.
Then we got Judy Garland live at Carnegie Hall.
62 up against Breakfast at Tiffany's. Harry Mancini again. A Ray Charles sighting. Genius plus soul equals jazz. It's a record called Great Band with Great Voices by Johnny Mann Singers and Cy Zentner. Nat King Cole Story and West Side Story soundtrack.
I mean, I like Judy Garland's voice, and songs on this are good. Rufus Wainwright actually remade this record.
I've not heard, so
It's yeah, it's pretty cool. But like comparatively again to the other stuff here, is it one of my favorites? No. It's probably D or F.
do it.
We'll go F. All right. Then we got Glenn Campbell here. By the time I get to Phoenix, what year is this? This is the 1969 winner. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. So, I mean, I think this is a fine record, but let's think about what else came out in 1968, and it's probably not not the record of the year.
Well, I mean, the nominees against it are kind of odd. They have Magical Mystery Tour in there from the Beatles, which didn't even come out in 68, so it's a classic Grammy move, 4 years after an album came out. Bookends by Simon and Garfunkel, Feliciano, Jose Feliciano, and A Tramp Shining by Richard Harris.
Yeah, I know. This is probably a D, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not even a top five Glenn Campbell record for me, probably.
And then we got the same problem, I think, with the 1970 winner, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, self-titled record. Pretty cool record. I think Blood, Sweat, and Tears are good, but giving it to this over Abbey Road and some other stuff is kind of ridiculous, I think. So that's a
Yeah,
swing and a miss, I think.
that's another D for me.
Yeah. All right. Then we got the big not tribute, benefit concert for Bangladesh, thrown by George Harrison, featuring Bob Dylan, Badfinger, Leon Russell, etc. Uh, Great concert film, but I don't know. As a record, and especially in the year, what is this, 73? So the stuff it's up against, there's so many good records in 72 that could be in its place. I don't think this is a great pick for album of the year.
No, although the Grammys didn't nominate that great of a list. He had American Pie, Jesus Christ Superstar, Moods from Neil Diamond somehow, and Nilsson Schmilsson did get a nomination, so appreciate that. But yeah, that's leaving a lot on the table for such a classic year. So it's a D for me. I don't know.
Yeah, D's fine. All right, then we got another Sinatra. These Sinatras, I don't really know enough of them to really say. There's a couple more here, so
Was that A Man in His Music
yeah.
from '67? Squeaked by Revolver for that one.
And Pet
So
Sounds and Blonde on Blonde.
that,
That's hard to take and hard to believe. As good as Frank may be.
Frank really dominated these early years of the Grammys. I don't know that one though, so
We can put it down here. Haven't heard.
good.
Let's skip ahead. Let's go to this other Frank one. September of My Years. Do you know that one?
I do know that one. That's 66. Again, beating out the Beatles. Beat them out for Help. Another Barbara. My Name is Barbara. Bunch of other crap. Sound of Music. I mean that's a good one. I think I like it better than Come Dance with Me, but mm, yeah, I mean it would be C for me.
C. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Inner Visions.
The start of Stevie's 3 wins in 4 years, I think. 74 winner up against Charlie Rich, Behind Closed Doors, Bette Midler, Roberta Flack, and Paul Simon.
Which Paul Simon is that? That's self-titled.
There goes Ryman
There's
Simon.
one Simon. Well, I think it's the best of that crop, so I think that's the right winner of the nominees.
I mean, looking at these winners, I can't imagine is anything better. I mean, it's got to be
I mean,
S.
we got Sergeant Pepper,
Oh, okay. Well, Sergeant Pepper.
and I mean, this is my favorite of the three Stevie winners. So
Hmm.
yeah, we can go S with it. That's fine. I think it's probably deserving. I have no clue what this one is. The First Family by Von Meter.
What year is this?
This is early 60s somewhere.
First Family, Von Meter, 63. It's a comedy album.
Oh, so there is
So
another comedy. Okay.
there's another comedy. They decided to go with another comedy. It's takeoff of the Kennedys. So
Probably an
I'm
F, but we'll have to go haven't heard, I think.
yeah, unfortunately, I have not heard that one.
I'm gonna assume it's an F, but what did it beat?
It beat out I Left My Heart in San Francisco, Tony Bennett, Jazz Samba, Getson Bird, Modern Sounds Country and Western Music by Ray Charles, and My Son the Folk Singer by Alan Sherman. Another comedy album, which is an F.
And then we got Sergeant Pepper's S.
Probably the winner.
All right, another Paul Simon spoiler. Still
This
crazy.
is, yeah. Still crazy after all these years. Upon winning, he thanked Stevie Wonder for not releasing an album that year. Fun little anecdote I like to repeat.
Which records did he beat?
For this one, he beat out Captain Fantastic, Elton John, Heart Like a Wheel, Between the Lines by Janis Ian, and One of These Nights by the Eagles.
It's a weird crop of records for that year.
Yeah, maybe 75.
This is probably like a C, a C. I don't know.
Probably. It's fine.
Then we got Saturday Night Fever soundtrack, one of several soundtracks to have won. I don't know. I like the Bee Gees a lot, but I don't really get into the disco era that much. Um, yeah, I don't know. What did it beat?
Beat out Grease soundtrack on Barry Manilow album, Jackson Brown's Running on Empty, and Some Girls from the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, I don't know. This would be like a D or an F for me, but I don't know how you feel about it.
I like it. Uh, it'd be C or D for me.
Good D then. All right. Gets Gilberto.
Classic jazz album that
Possibly
year.
my favorite jazz album. This would be an S for me.
Really? Wow. Finally, S rank on a jazz
Well,
album.
people aren't going to be happy that that's my favorite jazz record, but
Uh, that's fine. I don't like it that much, but I think it's good.
then we got Double Fantasy. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of obvious why it won, but what
I
did
mean,
it?
it came out in 1980 and won in 1982, so they were willing to just throw all the rules out the window.
I think it's October, right? October. If it comes out in October or later,
Yeah, I guess. This one came out in November, so of 1980, so I mean it beat out Mistaken Identity by Kim Carnes, Breaking Away by Al Jarreau, The Dude by Quincy Jones, and Gaucho by Steely Dan.
it's probably a C for me.
Yeah.
All right, Carole King Tapestry. Another one of these ones from a huge year. Tons of competition. It's a good record. I like it a lot, but not like an elite level record for me. I think there's better stuff in 71
Well,
or
this was
72.
taken two,
Yeah,
so it beat out All Things Must Pass, The Carpenters, self-titled, Another Jesus Christ Superstar. This is the London production, and Shaft by Isaac Hayes. For me, I mean, I think it's a five-star record. I don't like it as much as the S class ones, though, so I'd put it an A personally.
it'd be
But
like A or B for me. So yeah, we can do A. We got Stevie, Sounds the Key of
you,
Life.
you know where I stand on all Stevie Wonder records, 70s.
Rumors, is that S as well?
Yeah, yeah.
What did Rumors beat?
Beat out pretty good crop here. You got Star Wars, John Williams, JT from James Taylor, Hotel California, and Asia by Steely Dan.
Then we got uh Lionel Richie, Can't Slow Down. I'm not really a big Lionel Richie fan. This would be F for me.
Um, I like it more than F. I don't think it's great, but I have it at a D on this list, so somewhere in there. There's another one that came out in 1983 and one for 1985. October 14th, 1983. So that's a bit of a stretch. Purple Rain, Born in the USA, Private Dancer, and She's So Unusual. So put in an F. Screw him.
Yeah, he should not have beat Born in the USA in Purple Rain, probably.
No, no.
That was a mistake. All right.
Mm.
Then we got Unforgettable by Natalie Cole. I believe this is the record where she duets with her father on the title track. At the time, I believe that was like some real technological feat to make that happen. I like that song. I think she's a good singer. I think Nat is a great singer, but yeah, not really my thing. So
I go D or F, to be honest.
we get D. All right, then we got Christopher Cross, Yacht Rock Classic. I like his voice. I think he's a really underrated guitar player. I think this is like a great record. No. Um, and what did it beat?
Beat Out the Wall, Glass Houses by Billy Joel, Trilogy, Past, Present, Future by Frank Sinatra. It's back even in the 80s. And Guilty by Babs. So Babs and Sinatra just doesn't even matter. They put out an album, it's getting nominated.
I don't know. It's probably D for me.
It's fine.
Then we're jumping ahead here. I don't know how these got out of order, but Celine Dion, Falling Into You.
I have not heard it. I can assume it's an F, but I cannot make that call.
I have heard it.
Hmm.
Uh, been a while, but I have heard it. Is this the one that has It's All Coming Back to Me Now on it?
I believe it is because Jim Steinman was not. Yeah, I do love that song.
Yeah, I think that song gets it to the D tier for me.
Okay, all right, yeah.
All right, then we got Bob Dylan, Time Out of Mind.
Bob Dylan ignored completely by the Grammys for his entire career until his renaissance in the what 2000s.
You haven't gotten to this record in your podcast with Dylan Seavey. Have you ever heard it?
I do not believe I've heard this one, so I cannot make a call on where this would land.
This is an interesting one. It's very highly regarded. It's very good. I like it a lot, but I actually think I prefer Love and Theft and maybe even Modern Times to this. So it's definitely not S tier for me. It's between A and B, I think. Probably, I don't know. Probably it might be a yeah, I'll go A with it. That's where I'd probably put it. Okay. Then we've got 52nd Street by Billy Joel. This, I believe, was the 1980 winner, released in 1979.
I believe it was 78 actually was when it was released, but again, October 11th, so somehow it's moved into the 1980s. It's an A for me. I don't know how you feel about it.
It's more of like a C for me. Kind of on that same level as Still Crazy after all these years. I think those are of similar quality.
Throw it in the B. We haven't even had a B yet.
Okay. All right, Toto 4. Listen to this for the 82 dive. Singles are great, but the album is not, I don't think. I think I gave it maybe 3 or 3.5 stars.
I don't remember if I got to 4 on this. I do like the singles, but it beat out The Night Fly and Nylon Curtain and Tug of War. So I gotta say D for me.
Yeah, we could go D. That's fine.
We're really loading up the D. Oh no.
It's a big D. Phil Collins, No Jacket Required.
And everyone hates this album, but I kind of like it. And was it my favorite Phil Collins? I don't even remember. I'd go B for that. That's a B level.
It's between B and C. I think it's C. Is that okay with you?
That's fine. That's fine.
All
It's
right.
just,
We go on S with all the Stevies.
I mean, I can't imagine that, that's his classic run. But maybe the one time the Grammys was actually like on to something.
All right, then we've got Clapton Unplugged. Really don't like that version of Layla. Heard it all the time. Inescapable. It's not bad or anything, but probably D. I don't like it as much as the stuff we have in C right now. So
Yeah, it's probably like 3.5 stars. Don't really care about it.
the Tony Bennett one, I don't think I've ever heard.
I've not heard it. Really, really into those MTV Unpluggeds in the 90s, the Grammys were.
Then we got Bridge Over Troubled Water.
I mean, I like it less than some, maybe Carole King, but it's got to be S, right?
Oh, really? You think it's S? I was gonna say A.
Okay, that's fine
I
with
mean,
me.
it might be S. I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah.
do you have it at 5 stars?
That's a good question. Do I? Um, let me look. Let me check it real quick. See what I got it at. So no, I actually don't have it at 5 stars. I have it at 4.5.
Same.
You do? But I also have all three Stevies at 4.5, and I like Bridge Over Troubled Water more than at least two of those three,
I have to put a 4.5 in the S class, though.
especially if we're both at 4.5. So yeah, I think it's like top of A maybe.
Okay, it's fine.
Uh,
Another one will upset the people.
uh, Michael Jackson Thriller. This is another 4.5 for me, I think.
5 for me. You can do A or
I think it's an
whatever.
A. All right, and then Graceland. I think we ended up with Graceland and A in the top 50 all time, right? Or
Hmm
did we drop it down to B at the very end? I can't remember. I
Eh.
think I think it's probably A again, right? Or are we going S with it?
Well, much worse competition here. So I don't know. We can leave it an A.
I
We
think A
can move
is.
stuff around at the end if we're unhappy.
All right, then we got the Joshua Tree. Probably a C for me.
I would say it's an A for me. So
Well, what did it beat?
Joshua Tree won in 1988. It beat out Whitney, Bad, Trio, and Sign of the Times. It's basically my top five for 1987.
You said A?
I said A, yeah.
All right, we'll split the difference. We'll get B with it.
All right.
We got Faith by George Michael.
Came out in 87, but won in 89. Uh, I'd have it A or B, probably.
I'd have it C or D.
Okay.
So I don't know. We can go.
A C. C's fine. I don't like it as much as the 2 and B, so
Okay. Then we've got a one I haven't heard. We got a Quincy Jones record here, which won in 91, I think.
back on the block. No idea what the hell that is.
Okay, haven't heard. Bonnie Raitt, Nick of Time. I know you're a big fan of this one. It's pretty good, but comparatively to some of the other stuff here, this would be like, I don't know, C or D for me.
I'm fine with C. I have it at 4.5 stars, I think, but again, not as I don't like it as much as anything in B.
All right, then we got the Bodyguard soundtrack, Whitney, the massive "I Will Always Love You" single. It's an all right soundtrack. It's, I don't know, pretty good, but again, I don't know. I don't think I could go above D for it. It's probably an F, actually.
Yeah, fair enough. It's fine.
All right, then we got Jagged Little Pill.
Mhm.
Uh, this is like, I don't know. It's unbelievable to me that this record became as big as it got, because I think it's just like okay. This would be a D for me.
I'd have it in C. I think it's pretty good, but mid to bottom of C at best.
Yeah. All right, Lauryn Hill, Miseducation.
Well, I don't think any of us like this one that much because it came out in 98 and it's the worst year ever. And I don't think it made any of our top 25s.
That's right. I don't dislike it that much. It's fine. I did listen to it for the 98 dive. I forget what I gave it. Maybe let me check that one too. Let's see. Probably gave it three
I
stars.
I have it at 3.5 stars. It is just so damn long.
Yeah, I gave it a 3 star.
Oof. People will definitely riot if we put it in F. So put it
But
in
no,
D.
I don't think it's F. I think it's D probably.
Okay, that's fine.
Maybe like here. All right, Santana. This record kind of became, I don't know, a little bit of a joke, but I actually don't think it's terrible. There's some good stuff on it, even though I enjoy some of it. Hard to put it above D, I think. What did it beat?
It beat Fan Mail by TLC, Fly by Dixie Chicks, Millennium by Backstreet Boys, and When I Look Into Your Eyes by Diana Krall.
Yeah, I mean, it's that or Diana Krall. I don't think there's anything else putting up a fight there.
It would be D for me. I don't even know if I have it at 4 stars. It's probably like a 3.5.
It's a 3.5 star album, I'd say. Maybe even lower. Who knows? Oh Brother soundtrack. Pretty cool soundtrack. I actually kind of enjoy it. It's been a long time since I heard it or saw the movie, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can get to C on it. Can you?
Probably not. Put in D.
All right, Steely Dan, Two Against Nature.
Finally win. After all, Donald Fagen was nominated for two, I think at least of his solo albums, and they only ended up nominating Asia and Gaucho, I think. And then this wins. This is a 3.5 star album at best. So
Yeah, this is a classic. We should have given you the award before, and it controversially beat out something. Was it Marshall Mathers LP or something like that?
oh my God, the things that beat out. Beat out Kid A by Radiohead, Marshall Mathers LP, Midnight Vultures, and You're the One by Paul Simon. So
Well, it's the second worst of those then. I don't know. I would probably go D. I think another one in the D tier.
I can't argue against that.
All right, Nora Jones, Come Away with Me. I don't know if people know this or not, or that I've talked about it on the channel, but I am quite a big fan of this. This would be an A tier for me.
Ooh, uh, probably C for me.
Guess that means it's in the B tier. Speaker Box, The Love Below. Like 2.5 or 3 stars for this. Listen to it for the O3 dive. There's some cool stuff on it. I think I like it less than Lauryn Hill.
Well, I had it at 5 stars and it made my top five. I liked it even more than I remembered. So it'd be an A for me,
Ooh, big
and a
big
B for
split.
you.
All
Yeah,
right, so
maybe our
it's
biggest split ever.
B or C then. Well, what was it up against? What did it beat? That'll decide whether it goes in B or C.
Elephant by White Stripes, Fallen by Evanescence, Justified by Justin Timberlake, and Under Construction by Missy Elliott.
All right, well, it's probably that or the White Stripes should have won. So yeah, we'll go B. That's fine. Genius Loves Company by Ray Charles. This is feels like another one that's like, yeah, we're gonna give this to you as an artist, as a symbol of your entire career, and What was this up against?
Another one where it's just monster albums. I don't think you like any of these, but American Idiot by Green Day, College Dropout by Kanye West, Confessions by Usher, Diary of Alicia Keys. So you probably like it the best of those, but
Yeah, maybe. Um, it's still probably what, D?
yeah, it's fine.
How did this man want an atomic bomb? This feels like an F to me. That's what my guts. What did this one beat?
Chaos and Creation in the Backyard, McCartney, Emancipation of Mimi, Mariah Carey, Late Registration, Kanye West, Love Angel Music Baby by Gwen Stefani.
That's a weird crop of records right there.
It really
Uh,
is.
yeah. Where would you put this one?
I don't remember what I have this. Maybe 3.5 stars. So you can put it in F. That's fine. Let's put you two where they belong.
All right, Dixie Chicks.
Beat Out Continuum by John Mayer. Future Sex Love Sounds, JT, St. Elsewhere, Gnarls Barkley, and Stadium Arcadium from Red Hot Chili Peppers. I haven't heard that one. I didn't even realize they were still around in 2000.
Yeah, this is well after the big controversy.
Mm-hmm. It was huge, I guess. I mean, number one debut, 2.5 million copies. But I don't even think I knew it existed.
Um, Trying to think of how well I know it. I think my sister or something haven't had it. Maybe my dad had it even. No, I don't think he did. You can put it in Haven't Heard. Raising Sand.
4-star record for me. Beat Out in Rainbows, which I like. I like that it beat it out. I don't like in Rainbows. The Carter 3, Lil Wayne, Viva La Vida, and You're the Gentleman by Neo.
This is like C, I think, for me.
Yep, it's fine. It's
Feel
good.
right. Then we
Feels
got
great.
the first of the Taylor Swift records, Fearless.
T Swift. Swifties. Maybe we'll get the Swifty bump on this. Put her in the title somewhere. Fearless is what? That was her second one. 2010. It's probably like a 3 stars. A D or F,
I
probably.
can't imagine it would be more than 2.5. What's the hit on this one?
Who the hell knows? Romeo and Juliet or whatever it
Yeah, this
was.
is still in
A
the
love story. You
loves.
belong with me.
Yeah, that stuff is rough. Um, that's an F for me for sure.
Put it in F. Let's do it.
All right, then we got the Herbie Hancock, River, the Joni Letters.
Do not know this one.
I listened to it back when it won. I don't know that I know it that well to really make a call here. I know what it beats some big stuff too, right?
Back to Black, Graduation. Vince Gill somehow got nominated for These Days. And Echo, Silence, Patience, and Grace from the Foo Fighters.
Yeah, this feels like a nod to both Herbie and to Joni. Eh, it feels very like the wrong winner. It feels like the wrong choice for the year and what was popular that year and what was going on, but I don't know. We could put it in Haven't Heard since I don't know it that well. Otherwise, I think it's a D or an F.
Your call.
You can go Haven't Heard. Arcade Fire, The Suburbs. I
You
love this record. This was my album of the year in 2010. So I remember them winning and being very surprised that they won. It would be in an A or B for me.
Either one. I have it 4 stars. I like it.
Uh, Go bottom of A. Adele 21.
This is the good Adele album. It was my runner-up in 2011.
Wow.
So I don't really like 2011. It might only be 4 stars. So
It's probably like 3 stars for me.
B or C.
Definitely not B. So C. Sure. Uh, the second Mumford and Sons record,
F.
Babel.
F.
F.
Put it
Yeah.
in F.
Yeah. What did that beat?
What year was that? That was 2013.
13.
It beat out Blunderbuss by Jack White, Channel Orange, Frank Ocean, which clearly should have won, El Camino, Black Keys, and Some Nights by Fun.
All right. Then we got Random Access Memories. I like this record. I think it was in my top 20 of the year. Whatever year that was, 2013, I
Came,
think.
came out in 2013.
Yeah, it's really good. It's my favorite Daft Punk record. It, it's at least a B for me, might maybe even a.
I put it in B. It was not my favorite Daft Punk, but I think it's pretty good.
Morning Phase. This was the one that Kanye was upset. Yeah.
It beat out Beyonce.
It's a good record. I really like Morning Phase, but it was surprising that it won. I don't know. It's probably a C.
Interesting. It might be my favorite Beck album. So I would definitely have it in B.
Okay. There you go, bottom of B. 1989, my favorite Taylor Swift record.
4 stars for me.
Ooh, I don't know if I get the 4 stars on it or not. Maybe a 3.5. Love Style, though. Style is her best song by a million miles. Still probably just a C for me. What did it beat?
It beat out Beauty Behind the Madness from The Weeknd, Sound and Color, Alabama Shakes, To Pimp a Butterfly, Kendrick Lamar, and Traveler by Chris Stapleton.
That's kind of,
Surprisingly big
yeah,
heavyweights there.
especially Shakes and Kendrick. I think Shakes is clearly better, and Kendrick's clearly a more important um, record as far as like moving the needle. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's. Where did you say you wanted it?
C.
C. All right, we can get like
I put it at the bottom of C. Yeah, that's good.
uh 25 by Adele.
So there's a big old step down. I'd have it in D or F.
What did it beat?
It beat out Lemonade, Beyonce, Purpose, Justin Bieber, Sailor's Guide to Earth by Sturgill Simpson. That's kind of a cool pick. And Views by Drake.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably. We'll go D. Bruno Mars.
24K Magic, baby.
I'm not really a Bruno Mars fan.
I am.
This was a weird one too. It didn't seem like it was that popular of a record. It kind of.
No, it was not like critically beloved either. There's got some bangers on it. Versace on the Floor. That's what I like. 24K Magic, Finesse. I think it's like a low 4 star for me. I don't love it though. So to beat out Awaken My Love, Childish Gambino, Damn, Kendrick Lamar, 444, Jay-Z, and Melodrama by Lord.
I mean, I haven't heard it in full, so it's kind of up to you. But if it was based on the singles, it's an F for me.
Uh, put it in D somewhere.
All right, then we've got Casey Musgraves, who I think is massively overrated. This record's okay, but we're talking album of the year, and compared to some of this other stuff here, this is a D at tops for me.
Oof,
Maybe even F.
wow. I think it's 4 stars for me. I think it made my top five actually in 2018. It beat out Beer Bongs and Bentleys from Post Malone, Black Panther soundtrack, by the way, Forgive You, Brandy Carlisle, Dirty Computer, Janelle Monáe, Her, From Her, Invasion of Privacy, Cardi B, Scorpion, Drake. But I would put it in C myself. I like it more than anything in D. But
D. Billie Eilish. I'm a big fan of Billie in general. I like her as a singer. I think the production on it's pretty interesting. It would be a B for me, I think.
probably a D minus for me. But
We can go C then. Folklore. We reviewed these. I think I gave them 2.5 when we did them on the channel. I thought these were both of these. kind of folky indie folk records that she did were a huge step down from 1989. So we've got 1989 at C. So I can't go above a D for it. What did it beat?
It beat out Black Pumas, Chilumbo, Jesse Volume 3, Everyday Life, Your Nostalgia, Hollywood's Bleeding, Women in Music Part 3. Not the greatest crop there.
Yeah.
And I'd put it D, I guess, even though I hate the National and their production on it.
Then we got John Batiste. We Are, great artist, great musician. I have not heard that record, so.
I've not heard it either.
Then we got Harry's House. This was like a big, shocking winner to people. What did it beat out that made this so surprising?
It beat out 30 by Adele, Good Morning Gorgeous, Mary J. Blige, and These Silent Days, Brandy Carlisle, Mr. Morale, and The Big Steppers, Kendrick Lamar, Music of the Spheres, beat out Renaissance. And
That's why people were mad. Okay.
yeah.
I was gonna say there's not much there otherwise.
Also Lizzo, Bad Bunny, and ABBA were nominated that year.
Weird. That's a weird crop of records.
Yes, it is.
I don't mind Harry Styles. I think he's decent. I think he's like a fine pop artist. I think this is an
Mhm.
enjoyable record, but yeah, as far as like album of the year quality, I don't know about that. So maybe D. I don't know.
Probably. I mean, it's at best a C.
All right, then we got Midnight's. Thought it stunk. Do you remember what I gave it? 2.5 or 2, I
I think,
think.
yeah, 2.5. I went 3. Probably worse than Folklore. You can throw it an F. I don't mind.
Okay, great. All right, so we got this massive D tier. Do you want to do like we did last time and try to make it more of a nice round bell curve, move some things up to C?
I mean, I like. Is there anything we can move from C to B first off? I feel like B should have like one or two more.
If we were gonna move things up, I would move up either Paul Simon, John Lennon, Phil Collins, Bonnie Raitt, or Billie Eilish. Those would be the ones that I would.
You put John Lennon up one since he died. Other than that, I mean, it doesn't look terrible to me. A lot of stuff in D. Can we move anything down to F?
Yeah, probably. What's your favorite and least favorite in D?
My favorite would be probably Saturday Night uh
Fever.
soundtrack. Saturday Night Fever or I don't know, like Toto 4 maybe. I don't know.
Really? Okay.
I mean, most of those records are like 3.5, light 4 stars.
I could move Blood, Sweat, and Tears up. Um,
Move that up. That's better than most of those.
we could move Saturday Night Fever up too, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think anything else can really go up or down. That feels
Yeah,
those all feel like D's.
albums that aren't going to be that important in the future. Like who's really I like 24K Magic, but it is not an important or consequential album in any way. Same with that Adele, same with the Casey, the Taylor, the Harry.
I think we look pretty good here. This is maybe our best tier list that we've done.
And people are going to complain about Lauryn Hill, but other than that, I can't see too much wrong with it.
All right, let us know what you think. Uh, Drop your comments. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching. Check the video description for Patreon, and we'll see you in the next one.